Which alu seal on the M157? Which shiny cylinders? This is the final product. This is how it is, the cylinders on the M157. You like it or you don't like it. Take it or leave it. M157, M278, M275, 113, 113K, and so many other engines. This is how it looks like, the cylinder. It's not nice and shiny. It's not. I don't know if it's called this alu seal or Silitech. It is what it is. Okay? I have mentioned this 1,000,000 times. Now, when we sleeve it, the block, and disappear completely the stock cylinders, and we put the sleeves inside, forget about the cylinder. Forget about the cylinder. You're gonna be the sleeve here. Okay? You're gonna have a cross hatch. You're not gonna be smooth like this, soft. Whenever I see the cylinders, I want to get one screwdriver and start scratching them. Not in this case. Okay, then I have mentioned 1,000,000 times that it's not perfect 90 degrees. In a stock application, it doesn't matter actually, in a stock application, and I have mentioned this how many times. Yeah, I see the casting now here. Okay, yeah. I have mentioned 1,000,000 times that when we are sleeving it, some people from USA, they already know that long time ago. It's not something new, and it's not only on this engine. Okay, for 500, 600 horsepower that's making from stock, it's fine, it's okay, it's working. When you're going higher, you need to be a little bit more precise. It depends, like if you put the sleeves, if you put the different pistons, connecting nodes, and it's some different things. You're going higher, it's different story. Alright, for the stock application, it's fine. Now, how can I prove you that it's not perfect 90 degrees? How can I prove you now this? Wait, let me bring some. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, we have something. Wait. I have this accurate 90 degrees ruler, let us say, okay? So you can see, now it sits straight, alright? So it's not stepping there, it's not stepping on this point, here up, it steps down here, you can see that I'm playing with that, it steps here, fine, and it doesn't step down here. Get even a brand new 90 degrees, you're gonna see the same things. Or if you read it, let us say, if you put it on the on a milling machine and you measure this one and then you tilt it, it won't gonna be the same. It's not perfect 90 degrees. That's why when we are sleeving it, we are fixing also the timing cover, because the timing cover has some imperfections, because after that the deck it's at 90 degrees, but the timing cover front it's not at 90 degrees, and you have to make also the timing cover at 90 degrees, because merging here the point to don't be more high. So again, it's not something new what I'm saying here. I have mentioned this, I don't know, since 2017 that I make the videos. It's not only on the M157. It's not critical for the stock application. But why I'm saying that, by sleeving it for performance I'm talking about, by sleeving it, putting aftermarket piece connectors, machining it how it's supposed to be machined, without scratching it, without making any scratch or hit any corner on the block, it's better than the stock one. It makes sense, right? Otherwise, why to do it? If from bone stock it's nice, why to go in the trouble and to get in the trouble and change the piece connectors and the sleeves and then make it 90 degrees exactly? So that's what I have to say. I don't know how it's called, these cylinders. I don't know if it's coated. To me it looks like that's not coated at all. I have shown you before with a screwdriver that it's easy. Even with my fingernail, if I'm a little bit aggressive, I might be able to scratch it. I don't want to do it on a new block. Alright, just to answer, the thing is that everything is in front of you, in every mechanic, let us say. Now when you receive something new, you're gonna say, okay, it's brand new out of the box, I'm gonna start closing it. It's not like that. You have to wash it, you have to inspect it, you have to get some measurements. And yes, you can use a used pistons if they're healthy, the pistons, if you know what you have in front of you. This comes mostly out of experience. I have mentioned this 1,000,000 times. When you're opening, let us say, an engine, brand new 0-kilometer engine, you're opening an engine with 60 kilometers, 80 kilometers, 110 kilometers, 10,000, 20,000 kilometers. I have seen all the variables. 50,000 kilometers, 100, 300,000 kilometers. Literally, I have seen all the variables. Okay? I mean, I have opened M157 up to 300,000 kilometers. Okay? So, again, don't ask me how many M157s. I have no clue. Honestly, I have no clue. There are some that are unlisted because the owners they don't want to sell the video. They want to keep it for them. There are some public. There are some of them that I don't have even a video for them. Anyhow, the problem is that the mechanics usually they don't have the time. They don't have the privilege to get some measurements. You have, let us say, the manager that's pushing you, or the boss, let us say, do it fast. So they're not gonna waste their time, start measuring, get some measurements here and there. That's the biggest problem. It is important because it's a knowledge. It's different. Let me show you also that. 1 second to stop the welders. Let's put also this on this video, the same video. I have mentioned that before. I'm gonna mention that again. Screw it, who cares, right? If you don't want to watch the video, don't watch it. Simple as that. Let's start, let us say, from the factory, all right, from the developing. That they're getting, let us say, they're putting together one engine, all right? And when I asked them, they said to me, you know, we are dealing, let us say, we are blowing air on the engine when we are testing it on the test bench. They make, let us say, 20,000 kilometers in one engine, 100,000 kilometers on the test bench, and they're demonstrating the street or racing use of the engine. All right? Downshifting, upshifting, cruising, and this kind of stuff. If you ask, or if you pay attention, you're gonna see the catalytic converters. They are 1.5 meters away from where it's supposed to be original. All right? First. Second, if you ask them ambient temperature, there is 20 degrees inside of the room, fan blowing on the engine. Coolant temperature, 90 degrees, flat. Oil temperature, 90 degrees, flat. Petrol, 100 RON, good petrol. So, intaker temperature, 60 degrees, example. Alright, all these are standard. But this one, this will gonna give you an idea only. On the real, in life, when you start putting it in a car, and there is a load, different load, let us say, and different temperature, and you have, let us say, the oil thermostat that here in this country, you start the car, and after half hour, you see 110 degrees oil temperature on the M157. It's, you know, it's 20 degrees difference from 90 to 110. And when you push, it goes to the sky. Same thing for the coolant. Again, there are some people that are saying, you know what, I have a problem with my engine, with my M157, and then there is another guy with 300,000 kilometers that he doesn't have any problem. What's the difference? The biggest difference, it's not about who built the engine. It's affecting a little bit the engine, who built it. The biggest difference is the usage, how you're using the engine. When you're changing the oil, let's say, which time you're changing the oil, how many kilometers you keep the oil, how you're using the oil, which environment, what petrol you are using, all this matters. There are so many variables, but not from the engine. There is room, let us say, for failure. Forget the connecting rods. There is no room there. Forget the connecting rods, all right? I have said that before. I have seen 4matic, bone stock 4matic without even tune, with aggressive driving and bending connecting rods, all right? Forget the connecting rods. All the rest, there is plenty of room. That means that even if you don't put the 100 RON petrol and you put 95, let us say, it will gonna run. It's gonna be fine. Even if you keep, let us say, the oil to don't change it on time and you skip it a little bit, it will gonna make 100,000 kilometers, 60,000 miles. And that's the target, actually. The most new engines, their target is to make 60,000 miles, 100,000 kilometers, or 5 years. Then, from the company, they want to throw the car, and then they want from you to buy a new car. That's their business. Anyhow, that's what I have to say. You understand? You don't understand? It is what it is. Right? Yay. I'm gonna be much more happy if there was sleeves here. I'm gonna be exact at 90 degrees. Test it. Whoever has a V8 and you already open it, go get a 90 degrees ruler, let us say, the one that you saw, okay? Get a new one, brand new, nobody touched before, and try just only read the block in a couple of spots and let me know. That's it. Thank you very much.